morning. It's a very cloudy morning, so I hope this works out. It's gotten really cool here in Virginia. I'm Kathy, Kathy Moore Creations, and I'm going to try to do a Harley G inspired rescue on this poor, unfortunate coral cactus. Yeah. So let's see what happens. I gotta get some soil mixed. I've already got a mix that I've been using, potting soil, perlite, a little bit of vermiculite in it, but this time I am using, well, it says special orchid potting mix. I'm hoping that that's going to be okay. I've never used it before, but I'm experimenting with potting soils and see how they do. So right now I'm just mixing potting soil, and let me get it in the shot. There we go, potting soil. And I've used this potting soil before, and it does really well. What I'm just learning is that I'm not putting enough stuff in it to aerate it and keep it light and to be able to drain well. So I've killed a few plants, drowned them with kindness over the years, and so now I'm hoping that I'm a little bit smarter, and I'll just mix some perlite in here. Mix some. This is my first time opening this, so I have no idea what I'm looking at. Oh, it's orchid bark. Okay, so hopefully that does well. It's got, I don't even know if I'm supposed to break it up, so I guess I'm just not going to use a lot of it because it is a small pot, but I think that should be okay for keeping it aerated. It is with the first full weekend of fall, and the other night it dropped down into the 40s by early morning. We knew it was going to be in the 50s. We didn't realize it was going to be in the 40s. And so I've been taking cuttings off of my impatiens that I've had out here all summer and trying to root them for the winter. And I think it's gone pretty well. I've actually potted up the one I did the video on where I potted those up. And then yesterday I decided maybe I better get some more in, and rescued a geranium, and I'm hoping to rescue a couple, well, not rescue, but repot a couple more. And those I'm not going to root. I'm just going to take them out, put them in fresh soil, clean soil, and then go from there. So right now, hopefully, this is what it's supposed to be. And let's see what we can get accomplished here. What I'm hoping are industrial strength butter knives, and hoping that I don't break the pot. So let's just see if I can kind of dig into this. And this might actually take longer than I thought. One and two and a bunch more to go. And I'm going to try to do this without cutting my hand. What in the world were these people thinking? Seriously. Ah. Okay. I have a hole here. Look. Let's see if I can get this. There's a hole. Ah. Let's do this delicately around this poor little plant. Maybe that's what it is. Just get one starting point. Now, I've got to soak these pebbles in something. No clue what I'm going to put it in. Look at that. Look. Excavation success. I found dirt. This is so sad. Why on earth or what possesses a company to glue these into a pot? Look, I must be doing something right. That looks like orchid bark. I do have a pot here, and I do have a colander that I'm going to put these stones in and wash them. I'm not going to pick all of this apart now. I'll do it later, since it'd be kind of silly for you to be watching me do that. But I am new to the whole cactus succulent world, and I am not completely sure how I'm going to do this as far as keeping this little guy alive, but I've been doing a lot of reading. I'm new to Instagram, and I have been following a few people. I just discovered that this plant, if I can get a shot of this, this is another pot right here. It is a plastic container. So if I can just get this freed up, if they didn't glue that to the bottom, because why would you? Because you've got so much glue on the top, where in the world would it go? This is crazy. Completely and utterly stupid. Look, one big chunk. I'm a crafter, and I use glue and double-sided adhesives a lot. And I mean, if they wanted something decorative, they actually could have just, I don't know, put some kind of a plastic ring in here that opened on the side, lay some pebble on top of it if they wanted to adhere it that way, that'd be fine. But to glue this in, I mean, this is still, so I've been following some succulent planters and growers and enthusiasts on Instagram, and have been chit-chatting a little bit with a couple of people who have been huge in helping me. I'm no botanist. I'm no professional horticulturist. I just like plants. I always have. I guess it runs in my blood. My father used to love to plant a garden outside. I didn't have a lot of room, but boy, he would really make that space work. And I remember him famous for his tomatoes, and he's the only one that I've ever seen grow kohlrabi. And so the first time I saw kohlrabi in the grocery store, I was shocked, because I thought, when I was a kid, I thought it was something that he probably made up. And grew up loving it. It's expensive, but I just don't have the room. We have a very small yard, so I don't have the room to plant things like that. I can do container planting. I've tried. Whoop, I just sliced it. Oh no, and it is bleeding. I'm hoping that it doesn't bleed to death. I'll try to bandage it somehow. Hopefully it just crusts over. I would imagine all these things that they cut off of here, but that's the flesh, so I hope it doesn't bleed, and I hope that milky substance does not make me itchy or anything. I guess I should be wearing gloves, but I guess I will also find that out. And there we go. And so I'm going to do a little bit of research on what you do when a cactus is bleeding. It's not leaking now. I hope it's okay. And let's see if we can pop this plant out of here. This is, I don't know if when Harley G did this, no, this is a bit different in where when she did her rescue, the pot had glue on the bottom. And I'm not sure I'm going to have to get rid of this potting soil. I think I can just clean the pot. I'll soak it, make sure that there's no, debris or anything in it. And I think that this is going to probably go right back down into the pot. And let me show you my little wound here. I guess I'm going to have to go in and research what you do if a cactus is bleeding and see what I do about that. And if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear it. I will go ahead actually and top dress this. To be honest, I don't even know if these rocks are going to be worth saving. So I don't know, I just might use them in a filler somewhere in a pot outside. But I'm going to go ahead and top dress this. Make sure I have all these crazy glued stones out of here. Research to see what I do about a bleeding cactus. Make sure that there's no garbagey soil in here. Yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably just take a colander, wash them off, soak them, wash them, do whatever I need to do. So right now there's my rescue. Much easier than what Harley did. She put her whole heart and soul into digging that thing out of there. So we'll see. It says to put it in highlight. I don't have a window facing that isn't filtered. a south-facing window that is unfiltered. I have a south-facing window, but I've got an awning over it. And so I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see. So, all right. I'll put pictures of it when I get it all potted and figure out if I need to take this to some kind of a cactus hospital or if I can make my own. And, but at least he's breathing better. So, as an added note, I just went on Instagram and put out a general message as to whether there's anything else I need to do about the nick on this, but it's not doing anything. I think it was just kind of like if you scraped your finger on something and you took off like the first little tiny layer of skin and it's just sore. But I did want to mention that if I can get a shot of this, there is drainage on the bottom. It's not glued in. There are little roots coming out, and I have no clue whether this is going to need to be repotted or not. So again, I'm going to start doing my research. This is a little root. I don't know if you can see this. It's so cloudy and dark out today, but you kind of see it there. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know. And in the meantime, have a great, blessed day. Bye.